if you guys see people coming in, of course, let them in. All right. Hey, everybody. Hope you're doing well, having a great day. So today we thought that we would do an impromptu ask me anything kind of event. Absolutely no agenda and no real plan. I just had some free time and thought, hey, why don't I see if anybody wants to jump on and ask any questions. So I've also asked Ryan and Claudia to jump on. These are our client success managers. So glad to have you guys here. How is your week going so far?
Going well. Not a lot of craziness going on so far other than kids and stuff, but client wise, everything's going well. A lot of questions being asked and things along those lines, but getting a lot better at working on our responses and how fast we're reaching out. A lot of our teams here have started coming together a lot more organized. So it's been going a lot more smoother as we transition into more distinguished leadership roles for the rest of the teams.
That's awesome. So yeah, one of the things we did last week was Ryan, you hosted a Worth seminar and had Lynn on there to talk about EOS, and we're part of EOS is rolling out something called level 10 meetings. So I know that you guys have already started working on your level 10 meeting for your what do we call that department, I guess, right? So that's pretty awesome. And I think the Worth event was fantastic. I think it was a great opportunity for people to learn more about the traction book and EOS and that kind of stuff. And you guys have seen firsthand what it's done for our business. So Claudia, what about yourself? How are things on your end this week?
Oh, hi. Well, feeling great. Definitely with a lot of more responsibilities, but very glad that I have now half of the clients. It's very nice. I'm learning a lot. I don't know. I'm new here, so definitely it's been a growth and learning process for me too. Getting better at my responses. Definitely developing a better process with Ryan. Communicating better with the team, as Ryan mentioned, and yeah, it's been a lot smoother since last
Awesome.
week. I feel so much better.
That's great. That's cool. So our biggest tool that we use is Lead Boomerang, right? That is kind of our central tool that we use for our business and for all the clients. What do you guys think is the best part for our clients related to Lead Boomerang? What is one of the cool things that it does that you guys really like?
In my professional opinion, I think that Lead Boomerang overall, just the streamline kind of aspect of it is fantastic. The fact that they can see all of their reports, all of their key information, analytics, all of that stuff from their dashboard is really fantastic. Just the interactivity and that streamlined kind of design that I said, it really allows it's nice to have everything all in one area, whether it's going and finding those analytics reports, going and, live conversing with potential clients through like the chat widget and all that stuff. Just the interactivity and just that, again, just that streamlined approach that it has really is what I love about it, and how it allows our clients to have multiple uses from dashboard on their PC or from their, mobile device. It's fantastic.
Yeah. I just did a training with some clients, and first of all, they were a little overwhelmed, right? Because there is so much functionality that it does. But it's really cool that they might, in this case, they had 4 different tools that they were paying for that they found out they could stop paying for because it's already part of our system. So that's really nice to have all these different things that it does and save money at the same time, I guess.
Well, in my opinion, and from my professional background, because I worked with multiple CRMs in the past, this one's very complete. The fact that you have analytics there, the way of reaching out to clients, and you can also do things like, for example, manage social media, schedule posts, everything is there. So it's a very complete tool, super useful once you know how to use it. I think that more of our clients should take those tutorials on it because it's definitely great, and it could be like greatly appreciated if you know how to use it. It's
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah. Thank you. I think it's quite overwhelming, all the things that it does. But if the clients just take one thing at a time, right, and start integrating that, start with maybe with the chat widget and figure out how to talk back to clients, add some automations, some different things. The missed call text back is awesome for when you miss a call because maybe you're a one-man shop and you're on the ladder and a potential client calls. This is a nice way to text them back and keep that conversation going instead of just missing the lead altogether. So I really like that. Also, it has email functionality, both from emailing your clients. So you can email clients, you can text clients, and you can also drop voicemails on customers' phones, which is pretty awesome. Some of our clients use that for installations. So just drop a voicemail that says, we'll be there tomorrow at noon or whatever. That's always really cool to do too. So awesome. Are you guys coming across any recurring questions from clients that you're seeing over and over again?
A lot of it nowadays just seems to stem from communication. A lot, depending on whether it's a mom and pop type business to a big corporation or even a franchise, a lot of it's communication. So that's something that we're really keen on improving just across the board. Utilizing Lead Boomerang to not only let the clients communicate to their clients, but allowing us to communicate with our clients, allowing us to text them, email them, set up these automations for them so that we're continually staying in contact. That's something that's really come across multiple times, is that a lot of clients nowadays just want that communication, and we're happy to give them that more personal approach. We're happy to reach out and say, hey, how can we help you? And I'm not saying we don't have stuff like a help desk, because we do. We're not available 24/7, but our help desk is. They can still submit issues. They can still submit tickets and all stuff, and it's manned 24/7. So they're being taken care of even when we're not presently available to take care of them. So just that desire for communication from our clients has been something that we've run into a lot. And it's something that we're looking to continuously improve upon, something that I would say even a year ago, we've already changed so much on how we reach out to clients. We recently implemented a scorecard that myself and Claudia are using to go through and say, hey, here's when we last contacted this client. Have they been contacted within the certain date range? Have we been reaching out to them? Everything along those lines to make sure that we can do just that, so that they're not feeling left out, they're not feeling unheard, so on and so forth.
Cool. Very cool. That's awesome. So one of the questions that I keep seeing recently is around ADA, so the American Disabilities Act. I'm no expert, and I don't know if it's Congress or who has initiated this program, but there is a big push now to make sure that websites are compliant and accessible to disabled people. So there's two different things. There's accessibility and then there's compliance. So they've come up with a list of things that you have to have, such as contrasting colors, fonts that are big enough, things like that, right? So we're starting to see a lot of questions around ADA. And the big reason for this is because there are, unscrupulous attorneys out there that are finding websites that are not ADA compliant and suing the business owner on behalf of a disabled person of some sort. And these are not small lawsuits. I heard one that was 14 grand. I heard one that was 50 grand. So these are big lawsuits. So you have to have your site compliant. So that's one thing that we're going through every one of our clients' sites to make sure that they are both accessible and compliant. It's pretty much impossible to get them 100% compliant because they keep changing what that means. But we're doing everything we can to make that mostly compliant, I guess would be the right way to say it, right? To the point where any judge would say, you know what, they've tried really hard to make this site compliant. You don't have a leg to stand on here. So ADA is a big thing that's been on our radar recently. And the other thing is we had a client this week who suddenly got their pay-per-click account disabled. And that all came from Google decided that they didn't believe that the owner was really the owner. And she had to go through this process of uploading paperwork showing that like copies of her license and things like that, saying, I really am a real person and I really do own this business. So that's something that's probably going to hit a lot more of our clients in the coming months. As Google gets a little bit more stringent with the paid ad side of things. We've had this happen twice now in the last, Ryan, 40 days or so, 45 days. We expect it to continue to happen. The bad thing is they just kind of tell you your paid ad account is no longer showing ads until you submit these things. It was kind of out of nowhere,
right?
Which is kind of crappy. But and of course, our clients freak out. And what happened? So Google's doing that. On top of that, Google is also cracking down on the Google business profile side with the same kind of stuff, where they want you to prove that you're a real business, that you have a business license. In some cases, they want pictures of signage. They want you to shoot a video of you walking through your office, that kind of stuff, which is crazy. And in some cases, some of our clients work from home. We work from home. So I have a dedicated office, but some people don't. So that's a little bit tougher when you can, I guess you could, take a picture of your garage and say, this is where I'm making my draperies or something. I don't know, it's going to get a little, hairy, I think, in some cases, but some of these accounts are getting harder and harder to verify because of this. So you guys got any thoughts along those lines?
It's definitely unique. It's definitely a unique situation where Google comes out with, or like you said, some government agency, something along those lines, come out with different rules. We actually ran into a client who had to get rid of a complete and other, like an overall haul of all of their stock because a law came out that said, hey, if you have this material or something along those lines, you can't even sell it in this city anymore. So the fact that these things do exist are always on our radar. And the way that we communicate with our clients on how these things impact them and so on and so forth, and what we're doing to make it a smooth transition is always on the forefront of our minds, because avoiding situations where they're stressed out because they don't know what's going on is really something that we want to, work on. We want to make sure that it's a smooth transition where if this is your first time encountering it, our team is there to say, hey, here's why you have to do it. Here's what's going on. Here's how you do it. Let us assist you along the way. So anytime any kind of changes, laws, guidelines, et cetera, come down, we're always trying our best to stay on top of it so that situations where you're caught off guard can be avoided. Yeah. In fact, if we can get a head start on it, we like to reach out and say, hey, this is happening soon. Be aware of it. Don't get caught off guard.
Don't freak out when everything goes south for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, very, very important. So some of these things come out of the blue. Sometimes like the Google My Business stuff, a lot of times that comes when we get a new client and we optimize their Google business profile and realize some things are listed incorrectly, and just making those changes, which is helping, it triggers something in Google that says, hold on a minute, you need to re-verify everything. And that can definitely be frustrating for a newer business as well. So cool. Well, those are the only issues that I've seen lately. Don't know if you guys have seen anything else on your end. If not, we will close this down. And next time that I do an Ask Me Anything, I'll be a little bit more prepared from a promotional standpoint, so we can get some other people in. But I appreciate you guys jumping on, talking about what's going on. And, I think we went through a couple things that are on the radar right now, and appreciate your time.
Thank you very much for having us.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ryan. Thanks, Claudia. We'll see you guys later.